Hello, my name is Michaela Pannoni, and I am one of the founders of the Fragments Foundation. The reason we started Fragments was to bring awareness to the growing addiction of alcoholism. Alcoholism is something very personal to my family and I because it affected my family for many years. I grew up seeing how alcohol can take over someone's life, just like the way it took over my sister's life. My family was constantly worrying, praying, and searching for my sister. There were several times no one had any idea where she was, if she was okay, or if she was even alive.
It's been almost 12 years now. It's really funny how you remember the exact time that you receive a call when you wake up like that. It was 2:13 in the morning. We were woken up by the phone, a lady's voice on the other end, asking me if we had a daughter named Sarah. I confirmed that we did. She told me we needed to get to St. Anne's Hospital as soon as possible, that she'd been brought into the hospital. My mind was racing with questions. I asked her if she was okay, if she was alive, what was going on. She refused to answer, just saying that we needed to get to the hospital as soon as possible. As I drove what should have been 25 minutes to St. Anne's from our house, I was crying. My mind was racing with questions and praying to God for her safety and that she was okay. After we arrived at the hospital, a few moments later, they took us back to a room, pulled back the curtain, and we saw our daughter there lying naked, head to toe in charcoal, black, and passed out, totally unconscious, lifeless. Had monitors all over. It was just a moment later when she started becoming conscious again, mumbling, arguing, and then loudly once again yelling. The ramblings didn't make sense, but then again, neither did this whole thing. A few moments later, the ER doctor came in and told us that she had been at a college party, she'd had too much alcohol, and that she had to be resuscitated. Her stomach had been pumped, and that she was very lucky to be alive. If it hadn't been for her friends that brought her in, realizing the medical necessity of it, that she would have been dead. Unfortunately, it wasn't the last brush with death before our daughter decided that she had a problem with alcohol. We found out later that just a small amount of alcohol in her bloodstream would cause her to black out. She would appear to be fine, but had no idea what was going on around her and could not recall the events that were taking place later. It took a few years later, 2 near-death experiences, losing her driver's license, having to move back in with family, totaling 2 cars, and thousands of dollars before our daughter sought the help that she needed to break her addiction with alcohol. Today, I'm happy to say that she's still sober, but still a recovering alcoholic. The battle doesn't end, but she's stronger than her addiction, and through counseling, her life has greatly changed and improved. She's now married, a supervisor with many employees who report to her each day. She's a mother, and we're very proud of her for overcoming her addiction and seeking the help that she needed.
Sarah is my sister and is the loving mother of a soon-to-be 1-year-old girl. Alcohol took so much away from her. In her last car accident before finally losing her license, I was originally supposed to be with her in the car. During that car accident, she ended up hitting a boulder head-on in the mountains of Colorado. Thankfully, she walked away, but sometimes I wonder, what if I had also been in that car? Would I have walked away? Alcohol isn't only dangerous to the person drinking it, but everyone around the person drinking it as well. It can cause emotional pain, physical pain, and sometimes death to other people also. Please think before you drink, because it could not only help you and keep you alive, but it could help and keep others alive as well. So in closing, today I ask you to make a personal commitment and to sign the Fragments Pledge by visiting fragmentsfoundation.info, and to be aware of your drinking habits and to help those who need help. Thank you.